Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not?
Morbius.
Blade.
You've met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is this lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait, You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see.
I've been waiting. I smell your fear. A futile effort.
Who's next?
You know, you're pretty good at this. Try this on for size.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
You must not realize what you've done.
That's not supposed to hurt. They've got friends.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. Your thirst, my hunger. We can only fight it for so long.
some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed.
This one's for you! Probably best if you stay down.
You've left me no choice. Remember who started this? No, truly, what did you expect, honestly?
Payback's gonna be fun.
I'm on it!
You asked for it.
friend down. Guess we're not done.
Maybe you don't understand my path, Blade. I have surmounted one challenge after another just to reach this point.
I know what you've been trying to do since you turned, and it has nothing to do with stopping the thirst.
Where my blood fails me, I have no choice but to feed. That doesn't mean I can't.
Bring up the moment, but we should probably deal with the bad guys, right? Hydra didn't train you for this, huh?
Back in the game. You're done.
I'm not really into guns, but you make a compelling argument.
I'll make quick work.
Things have taken a turn for the worst. You bore the greatest gift any vampire could ever hope for, Blade. To see the sun with your own eyes.
None of this is a gift. Maybe that's what you don't understand about me.
Almost feel like I'm intruding here, but I'm glad you're working out your issues.
Too late. victim! What a waste. This will take. Nobody's to blame. You should have been more careful. Be my victim. I'll be sure to return the favor. Perhaps we should try to learn from our mistakes. I'll make quick work. Too late for you. Don't cross my path again. Now let that be a lesson to you. So brilliant! How much more of this can I endure? Is this what you had hoped for? I doubt they were expecting such resistance. All my work lost.
What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a file. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone, along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, they have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
Then we shall dissuade them.
Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary.
Sorry, but you had it covered.
No one is to blame, but you... This can only bode well for us. This won't do.
Here we go again. Maybe put some ice on that. You'll feel better.
I've been waiting.
Hydra! I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
The work Hydra has done with gamma injections was too profound to ignore.
So you've been using them as some kind of guinea pigs? There's really no medical behind it.
As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big difference.
Feeling
Gearing up for a little...
That was great! Okay, that was pretty cool.
Left me no choice.
Good one!
Hydra Mortalis!
Looks like they called for help.
If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and false imprisonment. Because it's, you know, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words are lost on me. You've left me no choice.
I'm going for it! This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now.
No one is to blame. Your master must be so proud.
Let's do it!
Okay, that was awesome.
Immortalis! Our Gamma on the move!
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm working with the Suns again.
As opposed to what?
Me leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
We can all hug this out later. You and the Punisher must get along really well. Ooh, I like it!
This won't take.
Should get the blood pumping.
enterprise is in danger. I am nearly extinguished.
Now remember, that's one hell of a move. This It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
No further, abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey?
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
Peter and Blade vouched for you. You are lucky that I trust them more than I distrust you. Do not waste this chance.
I see. It's good to know where I stand, even if that is atop thin ice.
Help me understand what you bring to the team that I cannot get elsewhere.
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
Well, I am all for pushing vampires. Off a cliff, if possible.
As long as they don't turn into bats and fly away, that could work.
Ah, I see you really are a vampire expert.
I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally. I am an open book.
I have heard you called a living vampire.
It means that unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures.
Who were you before you became a vampire?
I was born with a rare, degenerative blood condition.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful because they encouraged me to become a better man.
I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, and acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet stings like a lead one. One slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
Do you have to consume blood?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it.
Never mind.
Happy.
Doctor, meet the doctor. Now, the Abbey has as many PhDs as you'd find on your average golf course.
We've met. Dr. Morbius. So good to see you again.
Doctor Strange, still patrolling the spiritual realm, I see. I'd love to get set up as quickly as possible in here. Start learning the lay of the land so I can help out.
Well, set up your little test tubes anywhere you'd like. Just don't touch any of my stuff.
And there are several mystical artifacts in here that no one should look at directly.
Don't look and don't touch. You'll really know how to make a colleague feel at home.
Just remember that's only an expression. And you don't actually own any of this.
But we really are glad to have you.
I can tell. Checking in on me already, Hunter? I haven't had time to get into trouble.
You can...
I...
Never... Stephen, have you worked with Morbius before?
Oh, yes. He is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a Fear Lord from the Dream Dimension.
Fear Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side.
So you have no reservations about letting him stay in the Abbey?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry, we'll all be fine.
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
We should all be on guard.
Stephen, I need details.
As with any vampire, he could lose control and eat every one of us, but I do not think that will happen.
Tony, what is your impression of Morbius?
Well, we've never actually met, but Strange talks highly of him.
I am...
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors are vampires.
maybe.
The guy's a freak, no doubt. But every genius is. You should have seen half my professors back at MIT. Or that Tony Stark guy who's always in the news. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read a few of Morbius's papers on DNA manipulation, and it's years ahead of anyone else. He could be a valuable asset.
So...
Well, I never said that.
If Morbius is anything like Blade, I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before, you know.
Are you?
Yeah, Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear.
This is not help.
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart.
Good.
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner.
Blade, are you actually comfortable with Morbius living here?
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable around that monster.
If this was a mistake...
Hey, I don't want that responsibility.
What a...
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before.
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us. We need him to clean up his own mess.
So Morbius is just a tool to...
Call it whatever you want.
Anything else on your mind?
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sunproof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Yeah, wishful thinking.
As long as Morbius is around, Hunter, you better watch your back. Been meaning to ask, when you woke up and saw a half vampire in the Abbey, well, was your first thought about killing me?
You had not proven yourself an enemy, so I did not treat you as such.
As long as you think fast, there's a fine line between choosing your target and hesitating. If I become a threat to the rest of you, or to the people out in the world, what I'm asking is, if I lost control, would you stop me? Could you do what needs doing?
If you are ever a threat to yourself and others, I will treat you like any other vampire.
Good. I don't know how Lilith does her thing, but I refuse to become one of her fallen. If there's ever a question, I want you to know my answer.
I understand.
All right then. Okay, I didn't mind that.
I have something for you.
A pair of cozy mittens?
Components for shop class.
Almost as good.